All right, we live. We live. Hey,
What up?
listen. Normally, Mr. Telly does this, but he getting domestically abused right now, so he's taking a little break right now. So right now, I'm kicking off our live. What up, folks? It's your boy, Mr. Mike Unhinged, along with the pastor over here today. Welcome to another lovely episode of the Unhinged podcast. We got a few things to get off our chest today, man. We're gonna give some love to our boy Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about Halloween costumes, and we got a few unhinged scenarios. So, um, oh, he finally came back. Turn your camera on, bro.
There we go.
I about to say, hey, I had to start the live. I was like, my boy over there getting domestically abused and had to turn the camera on.
Nah, I was having some difficulties.
Oh, okay. So, hey, it's a number you can call for that.
Oh no, need it.
All right, they got shelters. They got shelters for men who getting abused at home.
Hey, there was a movie out a few years ago called Men Don't Tell. And
Oh, really?
About a dude getting abused by his wife.
Really, man, don't tell. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, you got to check that out. You might be living testament.
For real.
But hey, y'all, we appreciate y'all coming. It's our boy Telly. We back. So
Yeah.
we'll hit this intro and we'll get into it. Oh, my baby daddy just got out of jail, and he mad because I'm dating you, so he want to fight you. And I was like,
Florida.
oh, okay. I'm not fighting that big ass
I
boy.
woke up and rolled me a split, then I dipped off on
You
him.
know what, man?
Gotta get moving on it, can't be waiting on
She
them when the
with
shit
more
is on it.
orgasm, so I gotta get rid
Word
of
in
it.
my hands,
So,
and to just get sick in the plan, but
You can't,
I'ma be rinsing
can't
my
put me
hands.
out there like that,
Done with
baby.
these niggas that's saying they all
She
about
messing
it,
with
but
my
just talk
my
about
success
it.
rate. Had to let it
Niggas
go.
is thirsty, you bring up some money, they bring up another topic.
I'm like, hey, bro, your bitch looked at me with some funny looking eyes. I don't know what that shit meant, but she looked at me.
If you say you love that person, and that person is your friend, then you gotta do the tough thing. You gotta make them aware.
You know, yeah, Christopher does sound salty. I told you in the beginning, I'm that chick.
Sensitive generation. I'm sorry.
Like I said, everybody that gave my brothers, my close friends, all you are now, you no longer a chick in mine. You just a dude with breasts. Really cool dude with breasts. That's it.
Ain't nothing like it, oh, ain't nothing like it, ain't nothing like it, oh. Last year we made 20 bands and spent 12 on bills.
Yo, we got an announcement. Our brother joined the Jeep life.
Nah, low key.
Oh, low key.
Yeah. Just.
Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Oh, hey, I got 19 years in it, so it's kind of.
Nice. Oh, you said I said Jeep life now. Jeep.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I'm in the Jeep life. Yeah, I'm in the Jeep life.
I thought because I was like,
I know what you meant. I stay low key on that though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got
'Cause,
you.
cats be trying to stick you for your paper. You know what I mean? So.
For real.
He financed it. He making payments. Don't do that. Hey, just because you see me in the Jeep, don't mean I'm rich, baby. I'm making payments on this mother. You hear me?
Every month.
My bank get their $395 every month from me. You hear me?
Hey, if you do take it, please wreck it and let them find that thing just sitting on the frame with everything gone, so I can get my money and the Gap insurance.
Hey,
Yep.
if you don't steal it, bend the frame, because I don't want State Farm trying to cut me a check. Bend the frame.
Mm-hmm.
I want it.
Oh, you got State Farm?
I got State Farm.
And they'll cut you a check, and then they gonna cut you.
Yeah. Hey, yo, that's real talk though.
Yeah.
So we just had our roof done. We had a back-to-back storms up here. We had one earlier in the year and one probably a couple of months ago. And we had travelers for our homeowners insurance. and we filed a claim, and they came out and redid our whole roof. Them jokers dropped us, sent us a letter, and was like, we no longer want y'all to be a part of our family because y'all filed a claim because y'all roof was damaged.
Yeah.
Dropped us.
Y'all mad because I use the insurance that I pay every month?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sound legit. That sound legit as hell. Anyway, so before we get into anything, you know we got to do it every single day. Mental health check, fellas. 1 to 10. How everybody doing this week? Maurice?
Oh man, I'm about at an 8.5.
It would be a 10 if it weren't for that homework assignment.
Oh, hey. Hey, good news. My son got accepted into another college. So that, man, it's just great.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations. What? How many we got now? 2
on the table now, and about 3 or 4 coming down the pipe. And then we still got basketball season that on tap. So I mean, it's really dope to see how just the work that he put in, and for him to be able to see that, like, you know, these schools are saying, hey, we accept you in, and it's just good stuff, man. It's exciting to see. Excited to see whatever path he decides to take. It's exciting for that.
All right, he got a number 1.
Yeah, he got another one the other day.
No, he got like a number 1, like the school he really trying to get into.
Yeah, he's a senior this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so
he basketball, is Indiana a good basketball, like college?
Yeah, basketball is Indiana's the state for basketball.
Big Ten.
I don't watch a lot of.
Yeah,
I know.
He know about Ohio State and
I'm about to say
Michigan.
I know Duke, Michigan State,
Purdue.
North Carolina, but no, I know like those are all the basketball schools like North Carolina, and I know Kansas, and that's about like UCLA. Like those are all the basketball schools that I'm thinking of. So it's like, is he's trying to get into one of those schools?
Nah, I'll say this. You know, you have those parents that be like, yeah, he not there yet. He not on that level where he he's not there yet. Not saying that over the next couple of years. I think we're gonna also look into some JUCOs and let him get a year because he's young. He's only 17, so when he graduates, he's gonna be 17. So and I got some friends that's coaches. There's like, yo, we just go into the portal and get a an older guy who's bigger. So it's we just kind of playing it by ear.
Got you. Well, hey man, congratulations on him getting another scholarship, man. That's always good to see. That means that you can take that college money
and buy him a house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shoot.
Well, set him up for success.
For sure.
Telly, what about you? How's your week been? Mental 1 to 10?
10. Been pretty good. You know, Wednesday, almost the weekend. So looking forward to that. I don't know why, but just looking forward to it.
Hey, well, you know, I'm you know what? I'm on a 9 right now. I'm on a 9.
Okay. Why not?
Because it ain't Friday yet.
Oh. I thought it was something else.
Nah, it ain't Friday yet. Because when Friday hit.
Oh, okay.
You
had the Call of Duty.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what I'm saying? I upgraded last week to that PS5.
Yeah.
And now I'm sitting here debating, right? You know how us black people get. We get one thing, we gotta have something to match. Do I need to do TV? I don't need one of them 8. I don't need to do TV.
You don't need the 4K, 8K Oculus TV.
Right.
Hey, I don't need to clear a whole wall so I can put the 100-inch on that.
Nah.
Doing too much. I know it.
If you go do that, go the cheap route. Go get you a projector and just point the projector on the wall, and you'll be good.
Hey, I ain't above that. I ain't above that at all. Yeah, so I'm on 9.99. I'll be 10 on Friday.
So to call it so with that PS5, do you automatically have to have a subscription?
You don't have to have a subscription, but to play games online, you need the PlayStation Plus. But I got mine on a yearly rotation anyway, so it probably done came out of my account by now. I got it on like a yearly rotation. It's like $60 a year. So
yeah, I got mine on one too.
I read an article yesterday that they're getting about to get rid of that PlayStation Plus.
We ain't got to pay no more.
It just kind of said they're going to increase the number, but they're going to get rid of that. It's going to be some kind of other way that they're going to do that online piece.
I'm pretty sure they're going to charge us either way we see it coming.
It used to be free.
It used to be for like the PS3, but
Yeah.
Things ain't work like that. So listen, man, while we sitting here chatting it up, let's get into our fan
What's
question.
up, CEO? CEO and
Gentlemen, CEO.
And as always, Miss Erica.
Always, man. Shout out to the CEO for all the graphics, all the dividers, everything. Shout out to the CEO, man. My man be putting in that work, baby. We gotta show love. Shout out to the CEO for our fan, everything, man. Shout out to the CEO. So, fan question. Y'all know it's almost Halloween. You know what I'm saying? In the spirit of Halloween, you know what I'm saying? I was, looking online and I was like, I'd be damn. We got to do better. So, in the spirit of Halloween, right? What's the worst costume you've ever seen on an adult? Like you was somewhere, you seen the costume, you like, ain't no way. I don't know why you did that. I go first. So
please do.
I seen old girl, right? Seen the chick. She was dressed like a mummy, right? But I was like, baby girl, you don't look like a mummy. You look like, when you hit the can of biscuits on the table to pop the little thing off of it. Yeah. That's what you look like. You didn't look like a mummy. You look like that. You look like a busted can of biscuits, right? And it was just like, damn, baby girl, you got to do better. Got to do way better than that. And I seen a girl that was supposed to be like like Beetlejuice one time, right? But I was like, don't you look like that every day? Now she mad at me. So I was like, damn, that's ugly. Tell me, what about you? What is the worst adult costume you've ever seen? I know you got a story.
Oddly enough, I don't. In all my years, man, maybe it's not me paying attention. Because I don't remember ever seeing a bad costume.
It's like, for me, I wasn't paying attention. I don't be looking for it. You just see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting close. It's about that time, so you about to start seeing people show up into their office Halloween parties and stuff. Like, you at the gas station getting gas, and they dressed up for Halloween to go to their office party. You be like, what the hell did you got on? Like, what? Why?
I'm gonna have to start paying attention.
You got
I don't think I paid attention either.
Listen, next two days, start paying attention to people. You walk through Walmart, people be dressed up. You know
but that's every day at Walmart. So, every day is Halloween. That joint.
Don't do Walmart like that. So, what was your favorite costume growing up for Halloween? Like, did you get to celebrate Halloween?
Yeah, I mean,
let's see.
Like your favorite costume.
After a while, when we got in our teens, we didn't dress up. We just went bag snatching, so we didn't even do the work. You know what I'm saying? We let other cats go get the bag. They go get the bag, and we just go snatch their bag and have candy.
There y'all go acting pigment. Y'all the reason why I had to walk with my niece and nephews when they was trick or treating.
Oh no, I ain't snatched nobody's bag. I guess mine was Spider-Man. My favorite costume. Remember, I grew up. We had the plastic mask and the vinyl.
The string used to come off all the time.
Oh yeah. And the vinyl costume, you got it. That mug was made of vinyl or plastic. You can rip easy if you move the wrong way.
Hey, we used to wear. You get that costume, you wore it all week.
Yep.
A whole week before Halloween.
Wore it to school. Couldn't wait to dress up and wear it to school.
Hey, your mom was probably like, boy, if you don't take my towel off, type of thinking you Superman.
Man, we had Halloween was fun when I was a kid.
I bet it was.
I don't know what they got now. That crap they got now. Because we got a time limit. And I was like, we ain't no time limit when I was a kid. It was trick or treat.
Till you stopped.
Right. Like, oh, it's a light on. They still got their light on. And
I'd be damned.
about 9:30, man, we still out there.
Miss Niecy put, all I know is that Catwoman costume is the reason someone called me mom now. Well, I'd be damned. I'll be damned. You know what? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them IG models be putting on their costumes, and I'd be like, well, I'll be damned. I can go to that Halloween party.
Yeah.
Erica said, I'm gonna be a maid for the adult Halloween. See, now y'all turning the children's home into a bunch of perverts. Do better, y'all.
I've been like that.
Maid and Catwoman.
Sexy nurse. And
I feel like women take a reason of Halloween to just walk around and show their ass for the night. You know what I'm saying?
You see some of them costumes.
You see some of the costumes, you just ain't put no thought into it. You just try to show your ass tonight. Well, I tell you. So Telly, it's your time to shine, brother.
Okay.
Hold on. It's your time to shine, brother. Y'all know what time it is. It's corner time with Uncle Pudge. It's our weekly thing where Mr. Who Loves You Baby send somebody to the corner. So Telly, who you got in the corner this week?
Oh, this week, Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
There we go, Mr. A-Rod himself. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
I know this is like my first sports figure in the corner this year. This dude belongs in there because he forever putting the blame on his team, takes no accountability, throws them under the bus every rip. I'm like, dang, dog, you didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, his comments, I think they were made today or yesterday, about people need to be cut and all that.
Yeah, they need to be benched if they're not going to play up to the standard of Green Bay Packer football, so they need to be cut.
I'm like, geez, dude, why don't you just say, you know what? We need to do better as a team. And then you take them young cats and you work with them, you know, after practice, before practice, you know, do something instead of complaining. Because to me, you part of the problem. Because, I mean, I don't know how much more they can do. At first, it was a defensive coordinator fault. Then they fired Don Capers, bring in Mike Pettine. Then it was the general manager. Okay, they kicked him upstairs, bringing in Nuke. Then it came down to the head coach. Fired Mike McCarthy, bring in Matt LaFleur. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now you got everybody replaced that said was holding you back. Then it cycled back around. Oh, it's the defensive coordinator. I'm like, geez. Then they fire him and bring in this new DC. And now it's back to, it's the defensive coordinator. I'm like, look, man, at a certain point in time, the common denominator in all this is you. So it's you. It's not everybody. It is you. Because they done replaced and you still ain't made. So it's you.
You know, I think that after Devontae Adams bounced, he already knew that he wasn't going to have no production. So, and he ain't going to turn it. He too arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like him and Tom Brady, they too arrogant and stuck on themselves. They're not going to turn it on themselves and say, I am playing poorly and I'm playing bad and I'm terrible and I'm sucking. We're going to make it everybody. And you know what the media is going to do? Make it everybody else. But they starting to call him on the carpet now.
They're not playing poorly because their numbers are good. I'm questioning his leadership, He don't have that. Let me, take the young guys under my wing. Let me work with them. Because, okay, yeah, I get it. Got a bunch of young receivers. But wouldn't it be more effective? You being the future Hall of Fame veteran, you say, you know what? We all going to work out. We're going to I'm going to throw passes. We're going to get this timing down, so we can make this, run smoothly. He doesn't do that. He'd rather throw them under the bus. Oh, well, it's their fault. They garbage. You need to cut them. You need to bench them. Tom Brady, he grabbed his receivers. Come on. Let's go. I got to get to know you because I got to work with you. I got to get to know you. You're going to help me be who I am. I need you. Aaron Rodgers doesn't do that. And for some odd reason, Packer Nation, they support his foolishness because they scared to, let him walk out the door. You always scared to let that Hall of Famer leave because what if he goes someplace and win it? And then you the guy that let the Hall of Famer go.
We already know Jordan Love and the ounces. And I'm gonna make sure I send this clip to Miss Felicia Banks now.
Yeah.
Nah, it don't help. It don't help. After sports. It don't help that Mike Evans and Tom Brady cost me like 20 fantasy points with that like 80-yard drop touchdown pass.
Oh my God. That was ridiculous.
Bruh, I seen that and all I seen was, well, there go about 20 fantasy points right there. There go about 20 of them things.
Dude, you can't get no more wide open than that.
I got Mike Evans and Tom Brady. That was a touchdown for Brady, touchdown for Evan, completed catch for Mike, completed pass for Tom.
What's up, E?
80 yards. So I was like, oh, there go about 20 fantasy points for me.
And boy, that was the game for them. Because if he catches that, that's 7-0. And the game looks differently after that because you can game plan a little bit different.
Well, we're not listen, we're not going to sit here and talk about how my sorry behind Panthers beat the Bucks 21-3. I was like, at this point, y'all messing up our draft pick. Okay, stop it. Stop it. I said, Carolina, don't you go out here.
Y'all trying to get CJ Stroud.
Something. I said, hey,
all my folk in Charlotte, they like, we want CJ Stroud.
They probably do.
Listen, and don't you go and pull a what was it? Don't you go and pull a Jacksonville. Had the number. No, you gonna pull a Detroit Lions. Had the number 1 pick secured, and you want to go out here and win a damn football game. Don't you do that?
Look here. Let me tell you something about that. It doesn't matter. You know how many teams we seen mess up the number 1 pick? Ain't no guarantee the guy you pick gonna help your team. So if you got a good scouting department and it's all communication.
The
GM and coach.
They did good the last first pick we had. We got Cam Newton's pick, and that turned out at least 10 seasons of decentness. So
yeah, I'm just I ain't say you can't have success, but more than not, that first pick gets messed up because look at Baker Mayfield. He was the number 1 pick.
All right, what if we do dragging my sorry behind team now?
We not just saying, man.
Hey, we're going to my favorite part of the show.
He needs some milk.
So it is memes of the week, and as per usual, nobody on this panel is, subjected or anyway in cahoots with me with these memes. These are mine and mine alone. So don't be on YouTube bashing my brother Maurice. Don't be up on Facebook bashing my boy Telly.
You can. I want the smoke.
See, well, go Telly where he want the smoke.
Oh yes.
First things first. This is my real life right here. I seen this and I was like, I'm inspired by real life events about this right here. It says when she wanted to go somewhere, but you didn't want to go. Now she mad because she got what she wanted, but you not excited. That is my real life. Brothers, we've all been there. I was like, how the hell I didn't want to come in the first place. You got me to come. Now you mad because I'm not happy to be here. Ain't this so? You talking about something, you acting like you ready, you already ready to go. I was ready to go before we left the house.
Huh?
Her. We not doing anything unless we got a title. Me, 2 championship belts on my shoulders.
I like that one.
I see that when I got you. When she said, "Get your stuff and leave." Hey, all you missing is the big trash bag and a couple more pair of sneakers.
But well, that's all you got over there is that game.
Yeah, that's all you got over there. All you missing is the trash bag and the sneakers, and you good. Hey, just in case y'all didn't catch it early today, 2 more days. Okay, 2 more days. So y'all didn't catch it. 2 more days. I asked this lady, could I touch her hair? She said yes. I ran my fingers across her top lip, and that's how the fight got started. Y'all don't kick me on Facebook. I just find this stuff on social media. Don't be mad at me. I don't be targeting nobody. I just find this stuff. Don't get mad at me. Some chick on my timeline posted, "I want a man who's going to kiss the part of my body that I'm insecure about the most. Me." So that means must be finna kissing your edges then.
Block.
That's me, y'all. I said that. And yeah, I did. Yeah, she did. Bro, she blocked me, bro. I was like, damn, Shawty ain't post no much. Block. I like, ain't this about something? You got a couple videos. This is, again, people. If you don't think your kids are paying attention, they are. Okay?
Nobody do nothing for my kids but me. Wasn't nobody riding that dick but you.
That baby wasn't wrong. That baby wasn't wrong.
People, your kids are paying attention. Okay? They're paying attention. Now, this is how I picture, like, because we're talking about our boy Kevin Samuels. I feel like this would have been a proud moment for Kevin right here.
So men are taught that they have to make women happy. The fact of the matter is, you can't make anybody happy. You have to make yourself happy. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. So for women to say that they're unhappy, it's their own fault. Anybody who says he's unhappy, it's his own fault. Everybody has to make himself or herself happy.
You're giving me such a bloody headache.
Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who brags that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money. Yet you're taking alimony.
Hey, I love that. That was on point.
I mean, it was one of them ones where you watching it, you're like, where is going? And that boy said, so you so independent, but you taking alimony. I was like, damn. Damn. He killed
You can't argue with him. You can't argue with that one.
He killed that whole point.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Hey, they should have had a mic drop on that one.
You seen her face. She was like, she was stuck. Like, yeah.
Now, how the hell he do that? Right, again, don't get mad at me, y'all. I don't go looking for this stuff. I just find it on social media, okay?
I've been a throw up the sex in a.
Oh man, that's messed up. Okay. Oh, you gonna get us cut off of that?
Don't get mad at me, y'all. I just find this stuff on social media.
Oh no,
mad at me.
That was a rough one.
I was like, I seen that. And I was like, be damn. I said, boy, cancel.
That is funny.
Now I say, don't get mad at me. I just find this stuff. Again, don't get mad at me, y'all. I just find this stuff on social media.
What do you call a pregnant slave?
I don't know.
Buy one, get one free.
Oh, that's messed up.
What do you call a present slave?
Pregnant.
Oh, see, I would have punched him in his.
Is that,
buy one,
hey,
get
is
one
that
free.
that 20%? You know what I'm saying? That 20% human right there.
Man.
But listen though, right? My boy sent me that, right? And he was like, all I'm saying is keep in mind, he never gave a race. He just said slave. And I was like, bruh. I said, you gonna give him that little window? He's like, you gotta give it to him. I said, boy, I still would have punched him in the chest though.
Something.
He would have got chopped in the throat.
Something. I'd have mashed him in his head or something. Like, I don't know. That
again, I don't go looking for this stuff. I just find it and I think it's funny.
Listen, it's a good joke. It's a great joke even. But I need you to stop anyway.
A bath bomb. Y'all going to hell for laughing at that. Bruh.
Oh.
You get it,
I
Kelly?
didn't. That's like, that's messed up.
Again, I don't go looking for this stuff. I just find it on social media and I laugh.
What's that in your hand? Is that a coat hanger? Oh no, buddy. Way too late for that.
I don't get that one.
Me either. What was
you don't get the people will say coat hanger abortions, and the baby handed him a coat hanger, and he was like, "It's too late for that, bro."
Oh. Oh damn.
We should have had that one on the Roe v. Wade conversation.
Yeah.
Y'all messed up. This is the last one. This one had me hollering. Boy, this shit had me hollering right here. Again, I don't go looking for this stuff, y'all. I just scroll and find it, okay? Don't get mad at me.
You see this? We want this. We love this. We need this. But this, yeah, we don't need this.
As a member of the African American community, we would like to humbly decline your offer. Since you don't want your own race, maybe the Hispanics will take you instead. So sorry, you have been declined.
Thank you for the referral on that, but the Hispanic community, we're gonna have to pass on that. You could check the Asians though.
As a representative of the Asian community, after careful consideration, unfortunately, we cannot take her. She will also be banned from ever taking out Chinese again. Though, we will offer her up to the Indians.
After a not-so-thorough examination and as a member of the Indian community, we would also like to humbly deny this offer. Maybe the Egyptians would be interested.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no way. Gotta pass this one back to the white boys.
No.
Oh, that's messed up.
Everybody said no to Shawty. Again,
That's a lie.
I just find this stuff. EJ came through South City boys. Hey, boom, what it do, baby? He said the kid was right though. Just facts. Erica laughed. Oh, and one more. Yo, I didn't say it once, I said it twice.
Do not let Hassan cross the border.
Where's FBI on this?
Right now, you're all we got.
Digitally pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and play the campaign up to a week early.
This y'all know. I'm online.
So you gonna be you go revert back to like being like a 15-year-old Friday when you get off work to Sunday night. You just gonna be locked up in the crib.
I'm locked in because I'm trying to level up. Like I'm trying to finish the campaign mode in like a day. I'm trying to be online. You know what I'm saying? I'm cussing at 12-year-olds. I do not care. I got 2 controllers. I got 2 headsets. You know what I'm saying? Back to back, ready to go. I am locked in, and I'm gonna be locked in with my cousin because I know he already got it. I'm sure my cousin already got it. So we about to be locked in together. See, he said yes, sir. Whole 15-year-old is correct. See, we gonna be locked in together. Okay, I'm gonna be online with him. So if you see him online, there's a good chance I'm online too.
Y'all might as well go ahead and get y'all some Depends.
No,
So
we take matches. We take bathroom breaks. You know what I'm saying? Between the matches. We take bathroom breaks in between the matches. So listen, right? Y'all know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Time for our unhinged scenario. And you know, with it almost being time to start voting and everything else up under the sun, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a little freestyle to our brothers up here, you know what I'm saying? So, question, here's the scenario, right? What would be your main selling point if you had to do a debate for the governor of your state? Like if you was up for governor, what would be your main selling point in your state? What would you be pitching to the people? Like, hey, vote for Mike, vote for Telly, vote for Maurice. What's your selling point to the people to vote for you for governor?
Equal access.
Break that down. What's that mean? Equal access.
Meaning that those that have, but those that don't have will have access to what those that don't have. So I'll be looking at trying to the underfunded schools, the schools that have all these resources. I'll be looking to try to even out the education thing. I'll be trying, I'll be more in that diversity, equity, inclusion piece. We will definitely be trying to bring change to the community. We'll be empowering those that don't have, and I would do everything I can to pump resources into that space. And then also, I'm a firm believer that there's smart people. I can't be the smartest in the room, and everybody that rock with me can't be the smartest. So being able to have a well-rounded, real diverse group of people that can make decisions, because I want to touch everybody. You know what I mean? Like I can't make a decision for teenagers if I don't have a teenager sitting at the table. You know what I mean?
So like a relatable board, so that can I get that. That makes sense because I've always had this thing like, how the hell is like 80-year-old millionaires trying to tell us about the struggle? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you trying to tell us about the struggle? You don't know the struggle. You've been rich all your life. How you telling us about our everyday struggle? You've been rich all your life. You a politician sitting on $180 million, you know what I'm saying, worth of like whatever, and you trying to tell us about our 9 to 5s, like kick rocks. You can't relate. So I feel that. That's good right there. Uncle Pudge?
I don't know. I'm looking at my state, and for me, here in Illinois, affordable housing. Truly affordable housing. Not this BS they talking about. Oh, this is affordable housing. And then you look at the number like, who the hell can afford that? But this group of people. I mean, affordable. A program where low income shouldn't mean garbage. You know, because when you get low income housing, it's like garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like straight, hood torn down, graffiti written, a program to where, you can have people on, Section 8, let's say Section 8, but then the program where you get them transferred from Section 8 into a place that they can truly afford, freeing that stuff up. That we already got affordable health care, and mainly though, a living wage, a living wage where your wages, match the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? The cost of inflation. Stuff of that nature. Because, they raised the minimum wage to $15, but it's still high for you to buy stuff. And to get certain things. So a working livable wage to make sure, you can keep up, with stuff, the bare necessities. People shouldn't have to, worry about housing, food, clothing, all these things that you go to the store and you be like, God, when did this get so expensive? You know what I'm saying? Right now, we used to get a box of eggs, 60 count, about $7, $6, $7. Went to the store yesterday, it's 17. It's like, hold on. $17 for some eggs? What's going on around here? So something like that. The people, what the people need.
So just affordable stuff for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody. Not just for a certain section of people, but for everybody.
I got you. That makes sense. All right. So if I had to pitch, right, I'm standing there, right, and I'm like, I'm going for governor of Florida. I know it's gonna sound bad, right? But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a certain amount, especially in apartment complexes, right? So not so much as affordable housing, but more along the lines of you can only fill this apartment up with non-Florida residents to like 30%. The other 70% is for Florida residents. You know what I'm saying? And I would put something where you can only like put the rent up so high, because it is a point where you got the same apartments that was $1,200 3 years ago. Now they like $1,900, $2,000. So I was like, bro, y'all making money at $1,200, $1,300. You know what I'm saying? You can't jack the rent up no more than like, $50, $60 a year. But I honestly will put a limit on how many non-Floridian residents can rent apartments and even buy houses. Like I'd put a limit on it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, y'all, they real deal. Like you got to look at it from my perspective. And I know I'm speaking from a personal perspective, but it's like these non-Floridian people, right? Like, let's say like they live in Michigan. You got these old couples that's been making $200,000-$300,000 for like 25 years, right? They've been paying a $4,000 mortgage, right? All their kids finally done moved out, went to college. They youngest person that got married, so they don't give a damn. And they come down here to Florida, and it's like, I don't mind living in the apartment because they don't want to fix nothing. So them having a $2,000 3-bedroom apartment, they don't give a shit. They really don't care because it's cheaper than the $4,000 or $5,000 they were just paying for mortgage up in Michigan and up in Ohio and up north. So they coming from down here and they're just flooding the market. And that's why these apartment complexes like, well, shoot, I can jack this number up and the people down here got money to pay. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? And then they talk about, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? You can't have that many people in your house. But it's like, I want to be somewhere nice. But at the same time, I got to have 4 people staying with me. We got to have 4 people splitting this $2,000. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly, one of my biggest things, I would limit the amount of non-Floridian residents coming down here living. Like, because like, bro, we was doing fine without you.
So immigrants.
Yes.
That are local. Local, limit the local migration from somewhere else to come down and live in Florida.
Yes, hell yes. Because if you ain't got a Florida driver license, no, we at our non-resident capacity. We got 30% of this place filled up with non-residents. No, because like I said, they're just flooding the market. Like the housing market is already bad, but when you got people from up north that can afford this bad housing market, they don't care. They do not care. They're buying it. I don't want to be out of the cold weather. I would definitely, as Florida governor, I would definitely put more emphasis on the education. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm Uncle Jody, baby. I'm all about the kids, baby. It's free lunch for everybody. You hear me? From kindergarten through 12th grade, baby, free lunch. You ain't gotta pay a penny, dime, nickel, quarter. You getting free breakfast, you getting free lunch, and whatever you want to take when you go home. You want a banana before you leave? Get one. You know what I'm saying? I would open up the door for a fast track for immigrants from out of country to get their green cards and be residents You know what I'm saying? Especially in the state of Florida, because we have a lot of agriculture down here. You know what I'm saying? And people are complaining like, oh, we have nobody to do this work. And that was like, bullshit. I got 5 buses full of Mexicans that can do this work. I'm happy to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they trying to put up all these 5G towers. They talking about we don't have nobody to put the towers up. We don't have nobody to dig these trenches. Bullshit. These people from Ecuador do it. I swear to God. Like, I don't understand. Y'all want somebody to be on these farms? They'll do it. They'll do it for $10 an hour.
$10 an hour. You got to at least give them a living wage.
Listen. When it's like 8 of them in one house, they do not care. Like,
you gotta give a working wage, at least 15.
At least I can't do 15. We'll do 12. We'll negotiate. We'll negotiate, right? And it's just like, and plus, I'd rather have Mexican people, you know what I'm saying, at the Subway anyway, because they listen, you ever had Mexican people pick your food at Chipotle? They be slapping that barbacoa on your shit. White people be pinching it on there. Mexicans be slapping it on there. They do not care. They be trying to feed you. You know what I'm saying? So I would let some of those illegal immigrants come into the country. You know what I'm saying? As long as you acting right and paying your taxes, I don't give a damn if you illegal. You know what I'm saying? You ain't costing me no money. Let them come out here and work. You know what I'm saying? Free lunch for the kids.
Illegal don't pay taxes.
If you want to be part of the United States, you're gonna pay the taxes, right?
No.
If you paying your taxes and doing right. You know what I'm saying? And I would stop some of the snowbirds from coming. Like, hey, yeah, we got a cutoff date. We got a cutoff date, y'all, because y'all ain't finna cut out here and flood our streets.
So your current governor, you know, he's about canceling out, you know, critical race theory, putting voter suppression laws in place. So we're not
doing that. We critical race theory. You know what I'm saying? We not. Yeah, that stupid ass law about white people not feeling guilty about slavery. Nope. We bringing it up every time. Nope. There ain't no critical race theory. No. And as a 2A advocate, as a person, I feel like everybody should be able to own a gun. I will say this. I will make it mandatory that you cannot be 20, you cannot be 18 with a gun permit. You need to be at least 21 with a gun permit. And if you want to get any type of semi-automatic, I believe you need to be at least 23, at least 24. I would up the age to buy firearms in the state of Florida. And that's coming from a person who has, you know, very big advocate. I'd up the age, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'd bring down the hammer on people, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you need to set an example. There won't be no hauling school shooters off to jail and trying to pick their brain. Nah, you shoot up a school, you get caught, we get you on video. Nah, you execute it tomorrow, Playboy. Don't even worry about it. Your name won't even make the news. We catch you today by 12 o'clock tomorrow. We how Denzel said, pine oil heaven.
But do you see the flaw in your gun age restriction, don't you?
What, that you gotta be 24?
No, when you say you can't be 18, don't you see the fundamental flaw in that?
What's the fundamental flaw?
At 18, you can join the military, and they teach you how to. You still holding a semi-automatic. Hell, you driving tanks, planes. So you telling me you gonna trust an 18-year-old with $1 million plane, but they can't hold a gun?
Not in the state of Florida, no.
I'm just saying.
You gotta take. Listen, you know what it is. You gotta take it up with the United States. That 18 has been in place since before I was born, right? But in the state of Florida, I understand. I appreciate your service, Playboy, but you got a whole another year before you can get you a firearm in the state of Florida. Nope. And plus, if you're in the military, and I'm gonna make you go through a mental background check. And I feel like you should go through a mental background check every 7 years. Every 7 years, I gotta renew my gun license. So every 7 years, you need to talk to a counselor. We need to make sure that you mentally, functionally stable, you know what I'm saying, to keep doing what you're doing. And if you talk to a counselor and you pass, renew your gun license, you good to go. But if you talk to a counselor and something look off, we're gonna put a pause on that. You know what I'm saying?
Every 7? Should make it every 2.
I would also change the lived at a time that it takes to be a police officer. Like You can get your. It takes you longer to get your barbering license to become a police. So you need at least 1,500 hours to become a licensed barber, and you don't need a couple of days, a couple of weeks of training in order to be a police officer. I would definitely also reallocate funds from like I ain't talking about defunding the police, but I'm talking about having if there's a mental health issue going on and the police get called, then the police is going to be there to do police things. But if there's a mental health issue called and you have somebody that's there that's designed to deal with mental health, now the police is there just kind of to facilitate and make sure things is good, but they're not interacting with whatever the situation is.
Oh my God. I actually had that idea.
One
day
to do all around the United States.
A separate task force that just deals with the mental health.
Yeah.
They get calls, we have a mental health thing, then they go out to the scene and they better equipped to dealing with the mental health part.
For sure.
Like you said, the police are there just to make sure everything is smooth, but they don't interact with the individual in distress.
And I would definitely, if you kill an innocent person as a police and you shoot an unarmed person and their back is turned to you or they die in your custody,
you're going to jail.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. You're fired. You're going to jail.
We're not doing no administrative leave. We're not going to pay you to sit at the crib.
We're catching the manslaughter charge.
But you know the reason why they don't do that though is
because if you hold one accountable, you're gonna have to start holding
because
all
the police union, the police union get them cats off.
Yeah. America say we don't need permits anymore. I know that's one of them ones that's called a constitutional carry state, where that basically you don't need a permit to carry a gun in public. And as a Florida governor, I wouldn't do no constitutional carry. Hell no, you need a license. Sorry. Because here's the thing. Like I said, I'm all about being responsible with your firearm, but I'm not willing to give it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because in Florida, you be like 18 to get a shotgun, and you gotta be like 21 to get like a pistol or a rifle. It's like the moment some idiot turns 21, he can just buy anything he wants. And I'm not giving you constitutional carry. You not gonna be no 21-year-old with an AK-47 in your backseat of your Honda. No, hell no. Sorry, no, you're not doing it. I'm all about you having your gun laws, but no, we're not doing that. But no, I would 100%. That's like reallocate some of that money over to like help mental, because it's like some people call and they have mental health issues, and the cops show there and they just dare to be the hammers. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to talk over. And as you know, I definitely bring back the death penalty. Boy, when I tell you, we would not have no. What you think Opelika prison finna be full? Nah, not after Governor Jody. No, sir. We got like 3 dudes right now, like Opelika. This dude like killed the entire family and like sexually assaulted the mom and the daughter and then killed them. And it's like, why is he sitting in jail for 15 years? What issue do we have pulling this switch on this guy? I don't understand. It's like, who are we to take a life?
That's tricky because, there's been plenty of innocent people,
and tell you, but here's the thing, right? There's innocent people and there's a certain amount of evidence. Like when you did it, you got caught on camera doing it.
When you caught, you can't lie with film.
Yeah, if there's overwhelming evidence that you did it and it's not an iffy case, nah, bro, you out of here.
But there's been overwhelming evidence, but it was planted, and it was, you see that's the thing about that is because since you have also discovered there's been people sitting in jail that's been innocent, like what's them cats from New York? What they call them, Central Park 5.
The Central Park 5, yeah.
Yeah. They sat in jail, innocent, and look how long they sat in jail before they was released. People's lives have been taken from them, and they were innocent. And everybody like, oh, you got to sue people. No amount of money gonna bring back that time you missed.
Yeah, nah.
So with that, you got to be careful with that one. because if you wind up, killing an innocent person, and later you find out, oh, they were stone cold innocent. Like, ain't no coming back from that. It's like, ooh, like it's just one of those things. Now I believe in the death penalty. If you got, like you said, the evidence, yeah, he did it. Yeah, fry him. Him or her, put them down. But all cases can be iffy, because you relying on evidence that somebody could have planned it, circumvented, made it seem that way. So it's just, like you said, if you caught on film, don't lie. That's him on camera. That's him doing it.
Yeah, no, we got some cases down here where it's just like overwhelmingly bad. Like the woman that broke into the adoption family's house and then like took her son back and then she killed her son and then turned around and like somebody stole him from her. I'm just like, dang, ain't no delegate nothing, baby girl. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because you killed an innocent 3-year-old for no reason other than the fact that you were mentally unstable to have him in the first place. And I was like, well, she's too mentally unstable to execute. Like, excuse me? Like, she was mentally stable enough to break into the house and kidnap this kid. But all right, cool.
Yeah, she put it together.
Yeah, she put it all together. So I'm just like, all right, cool. So, but no, I love the fact that y'all would want to delegate money because like police showing up and dealing with mental health cases and somebody ends up getting killed because they don't know how to deal with it. That's a problem in itself. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we as a group we will have to do better at. So I love the ideas. So all right, we getting to bed early tonight, y'all. So we on our way.
Doug's got on here.
Don't do my boy like that. Don't do my boy like that. Our main topic tonight, you know what I'm saying? You know me, you know what I'm saying? I am a huge Kevin Samuels fan, and unfortunately our brother passed away, and he died on some fluke legendary stuff.
Hey, he died the way you should all want to die.
Yeah, that boy went out in some young stuff on some gas station pills and Red Bull. I said, boy, that's a hell of a way to go.
I don't know about that, but up in them guts, that's the way you should want to die.
That's why he died. He was picking up them gas station pills and like Red Bull. And they said,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know about wanting to die using that. I don't need that.
Yeah, but it was just like,
dang. That coochie was good. It killed him.
So good. He said, hey, died in it. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to kind of talk about today, because there's been a lot of misconception about Mr. Samuels and his message and anything. So I just kind of want to get, you know what I'm saying, at any point, you know what I'm saying, whether you were a fan or not, you heard him talk. Like, did he ever really say anything that was wrong? And then he spoke from a different perspective, but like, did he ever say anything that was relatively just like wrong? I want to give a little clip. I pulled 2 little clips that I love. So listen to this clip, and I want to kind of break it down for a little bit.
People don't tell women the truth these days. Men get told the truth all the time. Women have no problem telling a man, I don't want an average man. It happens every day on my show. TLC said they don't want no scrubs, and we have no problem telling average men, you ain't crap. But if I just happen to have the nerve to agree with the woman that says she's average, then I'm Satan. I think that's interesting.
So that was a clip I wanted to break down. And he was right. And somebody was like, oh, that's not fair. It's disrespectful to call a woman average. And my pushback to that is like, so it's not disrespectful for a woman to call a man average? I don't want to go into a man versus woman thing, right? But I do want to kind of nail on the fact that it's like, it seems like women are allowed to have these opinions and these values. And it's like the moment a man says it, all of a sudden he's a misogynist, right? So I want to break that comment down, right? What's wrong with telling a woman she's average?
I don't see anything wrong with saying that the average, and you know, and to your first question that, you know, did he say anything that was wrong? I think that's really subjective to the listener, and who hearing it, because some things that he says could come off a certain way, and if I'm the way that I'm hearing it, then I could take offense to what he's saying, or be like, man, that dude saying some crazy stuff. But me and you could be in the same car listening to the same thing, and you could be like, yo, he killing it. He's saying he's nailing it down. He's telling the truth. So I think that part of it is subjective, but I don't see anything wrong with speaking the truth to people. I think it's tone has a lot to do with it, because I can say something, and if I say it in a tone that is not aggressive, then it can be received more. It can be received better. But I don't see anything wrong with saying it.
So let me ask you a question, right? You do marriage counseling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so have you ever been in a situation where you had to tell the female in your counsel session, like, baby girl, you doing too much, but in you know, in a counselor way, like, have you ever had to tell a chick, like, hey, my biggest thing is you are asking this man to do something that you're clearly not willing to do for him. Like, you asking for too much, and you need to lower your expectations. How do you have that conversation as a marriage counselor?
Well, you get everything and you put it all on the table, and then because as a counselor, I got to be able to hear with a as a when you're in counseling, I have to be non-biased to whatever I'm hearing. I can't hear and be taking sides, even if I'm counseling, you know, my homeboy and his wife, or my homegirl and her husband. I have to be able to hear with the neutral ear, and got to be able to take both sides and be able to put it out there and be able to be the mediator, really, and say, you said this, and this is how he interpreted, or this is how you interpreted. This is what he said, because what will happen is something to be said and it'll be misinterpreted. And then this person will respond into what they thought they heard. And it's like, no, that's not what was said. He didn't say that. He said this. So now I'm saying, if you're doing it now and I'm here as a mediator, I'm pretty sure you do this more often when nobody there is mediating. So it then spools into a bigger conversation and a bigger argument. And then you wonder why he don't want to talk to you or say anything to you, because there's no mediator here to decipher, to say, no, this is what you actually said.
So to that point, right? My therapist told me something, right? So I go to therapy, you know what I'm saying, a couple times a month, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of, you know, where, you know, everybody needs a little therapy. He told me something, and it's something that kind of stuck with me. He says, everybody has what we call filters on their ears. He's like, think about it like this. He's like, you can clear as day say 1 + 1 is 2, right? But if their filters aren't aligned with yours, they're going to hear, you know what I'm saying, 1 + 1 is 29. You know what I'm saying? So everybody filters everything you say differently. So when if you don't know that people filters things differently, then you can be talking clear as day in your mind, but what they're hearing is very like far left, and there you have a disconnect on it. And I was like, dang, I never thought about it like that. Like, that's something I never really thought, but like, he put that in the air. You know what I'm saying? And he said, especially dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest lessons I had to learn, right, from dealing with females, that I had to not take their emotions, you know what I'm saying, and look at it as like less intelligent. She's not stupid, she's just emotional, right? She's not thinking, she's feeling her way into this situation. And so that's something I had to learn. And it wasn't the easiest lesson at all. And I was like, damn, I should have been told this when I was a kid, because good Lord. Probably better childhood. But and the thing is, and so, you know, I heard a lot of people, they was always ripping Kevin Samuels. So one of his most controversy statements, right? And He said women that are fine and 35 and over are, in retrospect, damaged goods. And women lost their mind, right? And he goes on to explain this comment, right? But at the same time, I'm listening, right? And I'm thinking, I was like, he kind of got a point. If you get past, because like you said, his delivery was bad. I love Kevin Samuels to death, but his delivery was horrible, right? Delivery was so bad, right? But if you listen to what this man's saying, he's giving people the absolute truth, right? So he said, women over 35 and fine are broken. They're damaged goods. There's something wrong with them, right? And women were mad, right? But I looked at it like this, right? Let's say you out shopping, right? You out shopping, you know what I'm saying? You finna go pick up the new whip. And you walk into the dealership and you see a Ferrari, you know what I'm saying, sitting in the lot. And that Ferrari is 25 grand. What's the first thing you're gonna think when you see that $25,000 Ferrari?
Oh, something wrong with it.
And why is that?
Because of the price tag. Because technically the value of the car, now I'm getting some different revelation on that, but because what is perceived as what the value of the car is worth.
Right. So I seen he had this chick jump up on there, and she's like, I'm 35 and I'm single, right? And ain't nothing wrong with me. And he asked her, why are you in a relationship? Because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna settle. And he broke it down. He said, well, what are you not selling for? Well, I want a man is this, that, and the third, right? And he was like, okay, besides your looks, right? What else do you have to offer a man? And I noticed that at that point, it became deflection, defensiveness. And I was like, now, mind you, right? He just said that women that's fine over 35 are broken. This chick is clearly immature, doesn't know how to take criticism, and she couldn't stay on point. She sent her arguing with this man, but like you're just deflecting. You're not actively having a conversation. You're just kind of slandering this person. So it's like, bruh, you're proving his point 1,000%. It's like you see women that are 35, and it's something I learned. Like you can be childish and immature at 50. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I see a fine behind woman that be in her 40s, I'm thinking either you just got out of a marriage, a long relationship, right? Or you can't keep a man, or a man can't keep you, right? And it's kind of hard to be like, what other options do we have? Because let's be real, nobody really wants to be single.
What if it was about just climbing that corporate ladder, though?
And you know what? I was about to say that falls into that small percentage of I don't want nothing tying me down from this career, right? So that's that right. Small percentage. So if you're in that place where you just drop dead gorgeous and you climbing that corporate ladder, then you get that little bit of pass because it's like, you know what? That this is where your heart and your mind is at right now. But for the ones that are not doing that, it's just kind of like, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? I think that when he said that, I think that this, right? For those women who are older and very attractive and can't keep a man, I think you've hit a place in your life where you're starting to realize that you need to be something more than attractive to keep a good man. And you can't be more than attractive, and that's why you single. And it's like when he said, oh, these women are broken, I was like, well, you know, it's kind of not wrong. And it was just like, it was very like, damn, he's kind of wrong. Uncle Pudge, what you got to say?
Man, that's crazy because in therapy, so I went to couples therapy, and the whole listening thing that came up. You know, we did an exercise. I said something, and the therapist looked at it and said, he said this, but what did you hear? And then she told me what she heard. And I'm like, but I didn't say that at all. Like, but she heard what she heard. And then she said something to me, and I was like, I heard this. And it was something that she didn't say at all. And I was like, wow, that's totally amazing. You know, from that point forward, when I'm speaking to people, I'm like, okay, I said this. But then I would look at them to gauge their reaction to what I say. Now, if their face go a certain way, I'm like, oh, what did you hear? What are you thinking? And they be like, well, blah, blah. Like, no, I totally didn't say that. This is what I said. When it came to women, that's how I learned how to improve my communication with women. Because men and women, we communicate differently. Like me talking to you and pass the ball, we guys. So I can say things without having to go too deep into it, and y'all know where I'm coming from.
You explain it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but when I talk to a female,
explain us and we get it.
Right. When I talk to a female, I have to go a little bit deeper, a little bit more detail orientated because
got to put some fillers in it.
They don't get, the way I'm presenting it. It got to be a total different presentation. You ever had a chick that you was dating and she go to tell you how her day is and it's loaded with details and you sitting there like, I didn't need to know all that. Just get to the damn point. And I'm being real. I'm not trying to be ugly about it, but you like,
yo.
I'm like, I didn't need to hear about what Michelle was wearing at the water cooler and all that. Like,
and they start telling you about somebody else dead. I was like, I don't give a damn about that person there. I was just wondering. I was looking for you to tell me your day was straight. It was good. Or if you had something important in these 8 hours of work that we actually need to discuss.
That's it. You don't want to hear all this other rigmarole, and you like, in your mind, you like, I wish she hurry up and get to the damn point. But you can't say that. The Kevin Samuel,
I gotta paint
was good. See, that's the thing. Kevin Samuel was good for that. He would tell them, get to the damn point. Like, what are you talking about? You're delusional. I love him because he didn't sugarcoat anything. He was straightforward with his. Like, I seen one of his shows where, chick called in because he said, okay, you how old? You 28. How many kids you got? Like, she got 2.
So about this one with 4 kids, talk about she 20, she was 36, 4 kids, and one of the men that made like at least $250,000 a year.
Yeah, I seen that one too. He was like, because he asked her flat out, what are you offering besides somebody else's kids and some used pussy? What do you bring to the table? I was like, wow. And I'm like, you can't believe that. And I'm looking like, good question. What are you offering? Like you said earlier, women will say anything to men. Women will tell you your breath stink, you stink. They would just say it with ease. But if you say to a woman, you're smelling a little fishy, fish fillet from McDonald's. You're the worst guy in the world. You can't say things to women. And I'm trying to figure out why that is. Why, like you say, why can't you call a woman average?
I looked at my therapy notes, right? And what you was talking about the whole talking thing,
Mm-hmm.
my therapist called it communication versus comprehension.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we communicating, but are you understanding what I'm trying to say? And he called it communication versus comprehension. I put it in my notes, right? But I understand what you're saying. So I got another clip I want to play, right? And this one right here really just like, dang, that's really took off for me.
Why would anybody want to deal with you? How about that?
Let's see. I'm intelligent. I'm motivated. I have my own business. I maintain my own lifestyle. I'm not understanding the full scope of your question.
Well, see, that's the problem now, ain't it? You just described yourself as a man. See, you got to understand what the men want. And nothing you said in there was anywhere close to being feminine, beautiful, inspirational, caring, loving. The way you're talking almost sounds like a dude.
Now, break that one down, right? Because again, right, well, a few clips, and that one stuck with me too because it was like, damn, he right. And the way the women are creating these days, that's a lot of women. A lot of women are out there like, I'm motivated, right? And I was like, I'm glad you're motivated. I don't want no bum bitch, so I appreciate you being motivated. Um, I'm self-driven. Again, I'm glad you self-driven because I don't want to have to fucking push you to do anything better. But like none of them was like I'm feminine, kind, caring, sweet. Because like as a man, I don't. And I told this like one time I was talking to this chick, right? And I told her one of the things that I hate as a man. If I want man advice, I got a whole podcast full of niggas I can talk to. I got 2 podcasts full of niggas I can talk to. At this point, I know a pastor that'll give me some advice. He always down to help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? I got a daddy, I got a brother, I got a couple uncles I can talk to. I'm surrounded by black grown men that I can have this conversation with. If I wanted black grown man advice, I want that sweet, soft advice for this situation. I want a woman's perspective. And there's a lot of women that literally women out there give you the same advice my brother give you. And it's like that's not what I came here for. I don't want somebody gonna tell me like, hey, you can suck that shit up. Like what if I'm in my way? I don't want to suck that shit up. Like nigga, I'm in a place right now where I'm giving you 10 minutes of being the big spoon. Like let me lay on you. I'll be the little spoon for the next 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? My man allows me 10 minutes of little spoon time. So I'm looking for little spoon time. So let's do this. Right? I'm not looking for hardcore advice. And there's a lot of women, and a lot of women were mad again. But it's like he was right because when he had that conversation, he had said a lot of women have stepped out of their femininity, right? To trying to be men. It's like there's a lot of women out there that their best qualities are the same qualities that women would look for in a dude.
Well, I don't think it's trying to be a man. I think that that the drive for success can have a appearance of being masculine. You know what I mean? Like she really what it comes down to is an identity crisis. And so I deal with young people. So I had some young people and I don't agree with dating. I'm anti-dating, and that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. But my question to them was, how can you know somebody if you don't know yourself? How can you if you don't know who you are, how can you know somebody else? So, and I think where these women come in at is they start to identify like men do with titles, with success, with the things that they have. You know what I mean? Like the drive and all that other stuff. So he in that aspect, he's right. Like you sound like a dude. Well, she only sound like a dude because that's how she defines herself. She defines herself by the things that are successful to her. I mean, she could have been a parent. She could have been like, I'm a great parent. I'm a great nurturer. I'm a great, and stuff like that. But in that aspect, she heard the question as, what are you really bringing to the table? And her response was, I'm self-sustaining. I got my own stuff. I'm this. And that's not really, but what she heard is, that's what she heard. Like, what are you bringing to the table?
That's what her filter. That's what her filter.
Yeah, her filter. And so that's why she's like, I'm not really understanding the scope of the question. Well, you sound like a dude. Well, okay, but he in that aspect now he should explain to her like your filter heard something that put you in a space that respond like this. But let's strip that away and let me break down what I was really saying. I think that's where, because he never really broke down his stuff, he just kind of said it and then kind of, like he just said it, boom, this is what it is, instead of kind of giving people a little bit more context to navigate through.
Yeah. And that's like one of the things is like, yeah, not everything he said was perfect, right? And oh God. Both stupid. I'm gonna say Godfather. But not everything he said was perfect. 100% not everything he said perfect. But I did understand that, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to get a message out, right? He wanted people, he wanted black people, right? Especially black people, to be able to be happy with the person you're with. And my last example was this chick that came up there, and he's like, look, we've got away from it, and in a superficial world, it happens. We need to stop acting like looks don't matter, because in a superficial world, it does. This is not a perfect world. This is not a Disney fairy tale. Looks matter. Looks matter. We as a people have to stop acting like looks don't matter. Okay, there is such thing called pretty privilege, right? And a lot more women have it than men. Okay, I've seen it 1,000 times again. You know what I'm saying? I've seen dudes stand at a doorway for 30 seconds trying to hold the door open for the pretty chick, where the ugly girl gotta hold get on damn door. You know what I'm saying? I've seen pretty chicks get hella discounts at the oil change place. Well, meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, the booger wolf, she gotta pay full price plus taxes. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stop acting like there's no such thing. And so when it comes to women, sometimes women have these expectations. You have and he did it right. He asked women, what do you rate yourself on a 1 to 10? Right? And what he did was, the one thing that he got me, he's like, I'm taking away the 7. I'm not letting you have 7. So you're either 1 through 6 or an 8, 9, 10. I am taking away the 7, right? Because 7 is that safe number. You know what I'm saying? So he took away the 7, and now these chicks are really mind boggled. And so I will tell them this. One day, this chick, she was about maybe a strong 5, you know what I'm saying, 6 on her best day. And I was the one with 4 kids, and she wanted a man to make $250,000. And Kevin simply asked her, how the hell you think you're going to get that? And you look the way you look. And women were so mad. It's like, how dare he talk about this? How dare he say that to her? But like, this is the problem. You don't want to hear the truth. That man was telling the absolute truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I like to consider myself a good-looking guy. I think Tully's a good-looking guy. I think you a good-looking guy. But bro, we know our lane. We know I'm not going right to the mall and go holler at the complete 10 whipping around in a Maserati. That's not my lane. I don't look good enough for that. You know what I'm saying? I might be.
You feel that way? Huh? I look good like that. Oh, hey, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, tell you shoot your shot there, brother. You know
brother, I will always do that. Ain't nobody too good for me.
EJ said, I'm an average looking guy. She just better have a 5 personality. You know, that's always good. This boy said, and some fire, boom, boom. Well, that's, you know, that comes on after the road. But like it was almost like it's almost like you just can't tell a woman, like, hey, you don't look good enough to be asking for the shit you asking, right? So have you ever seen a case where it's just like, hey, do you think your physical appearance is the reason why you can't have the man that you think that you made up in your head? Because women make up some perfect men in their head, right? And it just be like I work around a lot of females, right? So I hear women talk about, you know, the type of dudes that she want, and I'm like, so you want a nigga to be a thug on Monday, political on Tuesday, and a fucking entrepreneur businessman on Wednesday, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like you want him to be 3 different niggas all week. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing you bringing him is 18 different personalities. You know, like that's not how this works. So what would y'all say to a woman when you say, hey, I feel like you're asking for too much? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're not equipped for what you're asking for.
Well, I'm of the mindset that you never have to compromise your standards or your belief to be in a relationship. So whatever that is, you don't have to compromise that. But I also think that when you take that stuff off the table, it comes down to what kind of person are you at the core. So when I met my wife, she was making 3 times what I was making. and she had just had her house built, and she was pushing a Lexus, which didn't mean nothing to me. Like, you know what I mean? And so my homeboys was like, why she want you? Like what why she want you? I had a Ford Escort, you know what I'm saying? 4-door, white one. It was ashy. It was an ashy Escort.
Ashy.
I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that faded white after so long, and it ain't even white no more. It looked like
Hey,
a matte, like
hey,
a
what
matte
year?
finish.
What year was it?
It was like a 90, like a 92, 93. Let's see. It's probably like a 99. It was a 4-door, and I'll be rolling in my little Escort, rolling down to her crib in my Escort. But all that to say that she wasn't really looking at me for the material things, because I couldn't match her from the material things. I couldn't match her from the income. What it came down to was I was really secure at who I was and wasn't intimidated by what she had, because after I pushed past what she had, I had to get down to who she was. Because now, once we got down to who she was, none of that stuff mattered, because now it wasn't about what she had or what she was doing or how much she was making. It was about her as a human being. So none of that stuff even mattered when we got down to that point. But what I think is a lot of people don't even get a chance to get to that point because we still keep it about the material stuff. We still keep it about the da 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 da, and then the validation and affirmation from outside parties saying, "Hey, he ain't the one or she ain't the one," and da 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 da, and listening to many people. When you strip all that down and you get away, and it's just y'all two, and y'all lay all that stuff aside, is that going to be what you want? Because when I do marriage counseling, one of the questions that I ask both people is, on your darkest day, is that the person that you want standing next to you? If you got to bury your child, if you got to bury your parents, if you got to bury your grandparents, who is that the person that you want? And if you still second guessing that, then maybe that's not the person for you, regardless of their status and stuff that they have.
You know what's funny that you said that, right? And I honestly, right, was thinking about that. When somebody asked me one time, right, it was like, when do you know you have that one? Right. And one of my answers was, honestly, it's like at some point, you know what I'm saying, all of us are gonna have to go through that unfortunate point of having to say goodbye to one of our parents, one or either both. And it's just like what type of who is the person that you want next to you when you got to deal with that? Because life is gonna come with losses, and having the wrong person during that loss, it's like the worst experience ever. So when you go through that loss, like who is the person you're gonna have next to you to help you bounce back from that? And that was something that I had somebody asked me a while ago, and it was something that I had realized, like, dang, that's a good ass question. That's a good ass question. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. Oh wait. Wait, yeah, I'm trying to do the screen. Can y'all see the screen share?
Nope.
Not yet.
Hold on. Boom.
There you go.
Oh no, it was the boxier one. It wasn't that one. It was.
It wasn't that one.
No, it was probably 2 or 3 years before that one. But it was that ashy white like that. Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta find it now. I gotta pull up a Ford Escort now and see if I can find one. I was like, I'm gonna pull up a Ford Escort. That's the 99 though.
That was a 99.
That was a 99. So it probably be a little early to that.
Probably a 96.
So Telly, what do you say to that? When you say like when Kevin Samuel say like when you describe yourself, you sound kind of like describing.
Well, man, it's the way I see it is, it's time for a reprogramming of ourselves, because when you hear that question, what do you bring to the table? You see how she responded. She thought of things of monetary and material value, and that's what most people hear when they, answer that question. Oh, what I bring to the table, X, Y, Z, pay for this, that, and that. We got to reprogram ourselves because what you bring to the table. When I say, what do you bring? When I ask that question, what is it that you bring to the table? I'm not looking for monetary stuff because if I'm hanging with you, I can see all that. You drive this car, I can see this. You own a house, I can see that. So I know you got to work because you ain't get this stuff for free unless you some undercover drug dealer I don't know about. So when I say, what do you bring to the table? It's how do you compliment me as in a relationship aspect of being a companion? How do we fit together in that aspect? Are you communicative? Do you have empathy? Do you have a soft heart? Are you mean? Are you rushing to judgment? Are you quick-tempered? Are you patient? What do you feel about kids? What do you feel about animals? What is your personality? That's when I say what you bring into the table. When I like, what is that? Because when people ask me that, hey, what do you bring to the table? Oh, simple. I'm loyal. I like to crack jokes. I'm going to keep you laughing. Make you feel comfortable. I'm the type of person that once you in my circle, there's nothing I won't do for you. You can ask me, I'm there for you. I'm a person that's going to tell you the truth. If you're messing up, I'm going to tell you, you're messing up. I want you to do the same for me. I start talking about things, in reference to emotional, spiritual connections, mental connections, not material. See, we need to reprogram as a society for that question because I believe that most people think those things aren't important when you ask what you bring to the table. No, those things are definitely important because I've never seen a dude look at across the room and look at the girl like, whoo, I bet you she got a badass 401k. Like, I ain't never seen that.
Listen, here's the thing, right? To your point, right? That's one of the biggest issues we have today is that people are not falling in love with people's personalities. They're falling in love with everything else because and this is the problem I have, right? And Denzel Washington said it best. He said, I don't give a damn what a woman looks like on the outside. It's her personality that's going to raise your kid. And that really did stick with me. It's like who she is inside as a person is going to be the person that raises your kid. So it's like a lot of people are out here falling in love with them outsides, and it's like you're really not looking into the inside of a person. And I'm just like, I like what you said. And then even Nisi had a great comment right here. She says she sounded like she responded out of defense. Most men say up front that they're not taking care of or supporting a female in any aspect. So she jumped up with the idea that she could take care of herself. So that's a great point because when I kind of play that clip back in my head, she really did kind of say that out of like, I don't need you to take care of me, right? And to a point, a lot of dudes be like, girl, I can take care of you. I first right now, I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't take care of nobody but kids and pets. And let you know right now, I don't take care of nobody but kids and pets. You a grown woman, you can take care of yourself. Not because I like you and I got feelings for you. I'm gonna look after you. I'm gonna make sure you good on every single aspect. You know what I'm saying? As the type of dude I am, you would never go without. So ain't no way in hell you gonna be behind on your phone bill if you with me. Ain't no hell you gonna be behind on your car insurance with me. No, I'm gonna look after you. If you need it, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me paying this every month? Nah. You was paying it before you met me. You know what I'm saying? It was like I can't stand, right? One time, right, a while ago, I was talking to this little chick, and we had been talking for like a month. And she started complaining about, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this rent this month. And I was like, shit, me neither. Because how was you gonna pay this motherfucker before I got in your life? Is my question. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you gonna pay it either. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? What that light bill look like? You know what I'm saying? I guess since you let me come over here, you know what I'm saying, I can help you with that light bill. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I can put something on it. You know, since I be over there charging my phone and whatnot, I can throw some on that light bill. I ain't help you pay no rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, girl, you already living in the hood. Not like this bitch expensive. But
it is. But those type of things, that just comes when you live with a person. See, that's a different level. You live with a person, then you hit that.
Well, Boone said it best. What men don't like is the expectation. That's it right there. Listen, you can ask me for anything, and I might say, yeah, if you had an expectation that I'm gonna do it, that's that shit that be getting me, boy. Woo. It's
true. How you gonna expect me to do that?
Yes, it's the entitlement.
I don't expect you to do that for me. You know, that don't even cross your mind. But
bro, these people started talking about I give my man $10 for a haircut. Baby, a haircut costs like $40 now.
Shit. Messing with me? Free. I cut my own hair. like you can buy me some new clippers, but geez, keep your $10.
I want the 10 plus another 30. You won't pay for my haircut, baby. I want 40.
You know, it's just like I said, that just comes with, you know, women have a different mindset than men. I don't know what happened, because at first it was, you know, men take care of women, you know, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know, then it turned into, you know, all the women independent, throw your hands up at me, you know, I don't need a man. Man can't do nothing for me. And now, you know, it's back to something crazy where you the man, pay all the bills, I keep my money though. It's like, didn't you just say, when I said you need to learn how to cook and clean and all that, you said, this ain't the 50s. Okay, why do I got to pay all the bills? This ain't the 50s. You know, it's like, wait a minute, I ain't say all that. You know, like, well, yeah, you pay for half, I pay for half. Well, because I seen women get upset about that. A man asks me paying for half, he don't need to be my man. What? You live for free? Hold on. Okay, I understand. Then what do you do around here? What are you gonna do?
Listen, we can spend all night about that conversation. I seen some shit one time where this chick was like, I'm not paying any bills and I'm not taking his last name when we get married. I was like, bitch, what? I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know my answer. We had Maurice, we had that conversation. What would you do if a woman didn't want to take your last name? You know what I'm saying? Or if a woman wanted you to take her last name, baby, if you want to keep your last name, you should marry your damn daddy. Ain't no doing that. I gotta give up the streets. You get this last name. That's on everything. You finna be Hendrix and Unhinged. You can go ahead and slash all that shit on your social media right now. You giving up that life. I gotta give up the streets. I've dedicated my life to only you. You getting this last name. I give a damn about all that. Nah. And no, I ain't paying all the bills. But me personally, I personally feel like that's a conversation for your finances. Now, if I make more money than you, then we can break it up. We can do like 70, 30, 60, 40. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you to feel like you broke, because it's like, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's my way of provide. Like let's say, let's break it down. If I make about close to about 47, 48, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if a girl, she making like 35, 40, right? Our rent, let's say 1,800. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's what we do. I pay like 11. You pay 7, right? I pay the cable bill. You pay the water bill. We split the light bill.
And that's how, to be honest, like, I've been married 19 years, and we've done that. Even when I was in a space where I was barely making any bread, you know what I'm saying? It just one of those things. Like, we have separate accounts, and we have a family. We have a joint account. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that too. You ain't hyphenating shit. You hear me?
We have a joint account, and we have a separate account. We have separate accounts. I put money into account, and she does whatever she does with it. Like, I don't know how much money I don't even know how much money she got in the bank, and she don't know how much money I got in the bank. Not that we hide it from each other. It's just that it works like that. We get
it's not necessary.
That is the thing. Like, I think there's always a joint account for the bills. We got a joint account for bills and emergency.
For sure.
For the house.
I pay the cable, you pay the lights. You get my Starbucks, and I get your Chick-fil-A. Balance, baby.
Exactly. That's real.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. I can rock with that. I'm good with that right now.
That's Niecy. She put that comment in the.
Yeah, I see it. I'm not mad at that at all.
But that's true. Like, that it's like, if when it comes down to it, just to kind of bring this full circle back down to it. I mean, you strip that stuff down again. Let's get outside of the material things, like like Unc said, it's you. I know you working,
right?
I see that. That I'm working. At the end of the day, are we compatible? Are we able to? Are we able to? No, you're not going to be perfect. My wife is not perfect. I'm not perfect. I got some stuff that she could tell you that I do that probably drive her crazy. And she got stuff that drive me crazy. But ultimately, that stuff doesn't, when you're looking at that person, you got to look at the bad and say, am I willing to accept that for the long haul?
Can I tolerate that?
Yeah. If I'm cool with whatever their bad habits are, and they're good as a person, regardless of how much they make, regardless of what they're doing. But like I said, if you come in with a preconceived expectation or a sense of entitlement, it ain't gonna work anyway. Because you're going to talk to me in that manner, and that's what's going to turn me off, because you're going to be talking at me and not talking to me, and I'm already going to shut down, and we ain't gonna go nowhere. So.
When you deal with somebody with a preconceived notion of who they are, you never let them change into anything they could possibly be, and that's the quickest way to stun a relationship. Because once a person's trying to change and you never let them change, it just pushes them away. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you have me pegged as this person, so you'll never let me be anything different. Well, why am I going to try to impress you now? Why? What's the point? And like I said, I agree with Niecy's comment. You know what I'm saying? I give you $100. I give you $100 so you can go to Sephora. You buy me a Call of Duty games so I can ignore you. It's a win-win, baby. It's a win-win.
Oh yeah.
Like, here's $100. Go to the mall. Have a day at the mall. Do whatever. Whole time I'm just giving you $100 so I can play the game in peace.
Nowadays, a lot of the chicks will look at you. What this $100 gonna do? They ain't gonna do nothing. Give it back.
Hey, what Smokey Mom said? Make it enough.
Right. Make it enough.
Make it enough. What are you talking about? Make it enough.
Shoot, man. I used to do that with Tristan Mom. We go out to the movies. She'll buy the movie tickets. I pay for the dinner because movie tickets are expensive. So, so it balanced out. And then the next time we go out, I buy the movie tickets. She paid for the dinner. We kept it balanced. Right. And I think a balance, because if you're living in the same household, no matter what, it's gonna come back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter who pays for what, somebody gonna pay for something and come back to you because you're living together. Like I know this couple, and blew my mind. The man been with the woman 10 years. She actually left her husband for this dude. Dude used to work for him. Strange story. They all hang out together Christmas time and stuff, which, by the way, blew my mind. That's a whole level of maturity. That's not neither here nor there. But they go out to eat, and he had told me, when we go out to eat, she makes him pay for whatever he orders. He got to pay his own bill. She pay hers. And I'm like, how does that work? Y'all live together. Y'all together. I mean, if she paid for the whole meal, you paying for a bill in the house. It all comes back. You know, it's like
it's all money. Like I agree with this shit. Like I never understand people who live together. Like, what's the point? Because at the end of the day, we both live in this house. So it's like at the end of the day, if you ever run short on a bill, I gotta pay this motherfucker. I don't know about y'all, but I've got used to suburban living and first world problems. I refuse to go without cable and internet. I'm gonna pay that goddamn bill. I don't understand what people be talking about. I'm paying it, and I need to watch college football. I need to play Call of Duty. Okay, I need
internet is a must.
My life. So I'm paying this bill. If you ever come, right, he need to watch his suck eyes, right? He need to watch his suck eyes. Telly need to cuss at his bears every single week.
Man, hey, he did good this week though.
Oh, you should have heard me up in this bad boy.
They should have scored that touchdown at the end though. They should have went ahead and put that 40 burger on him. But
he said why he didn't do it. He was like, nah, man, we weren't gonna do. I'm like, y'all could have, but it was a classy thing, you know, because you know, you really ain't beating. If it was New England Tom Brady version, yeah.
Oh, no. If it's Tom Brady, you gotta hang a 50 piece on his ass.
No, you gotta. But since it's not New England, you know, Tom Brady version, they probably would have did it to the Buccaneers, but they wouldn't do it to New England.
Nah, you gotta hang a 50. You gotta hang a 50 piece on Brady.
Because you know, the last time he played us, we almost beat him. We came up a yard short. The time before that, he put a 50 on us. I was like, man, we owe you for that. But yeah, like you said, you got used to things. Your cable got to be paid. Not me, just the internet. You know, but yeah, if you living together and you coming up short, you know, the other person pick up the slack, you know, for that 1 month, 2 months, however, you know, but I never understood this separate but equal thinking. It's crazy. It's ridiculous to me.
That is wild. You know what? We should talk about that on another show. Separate.
We should. We put that down.
Hey, you know what? That separate equal sound a real lot like fucking Jim Crow, don't it?
Yeah. There you go. Jim Crow law of dating. Separate but equal.
Listen, I'm gonna play this little video clip, right? So me and Tully, we gamers. Maurice, I know you hop on the sticks from every once in a while, right? You on the sticks. So what if you was on the mic, like you got your headphones on, and you heard this conversation going on? All right, real quick.
Can y'all hear me?
Yo.
All right, just gonna talk to y'all later.
That's crazy.
Say bye. Say bye, friends.
Bro, you say bye.
Bye.
Say bye, bro.
Because you don't know how Addis gonna have this way.
All right.
Chill out.
We'll talk to them later. Bye.
Chill out, man. Addis for the flame. I'll be later. Chill out.
Right, so tell them bye.
I'm not finna do that right now.
Why not?
Because Addis for the clown.
That's all right. Tell them bye.
Oh my God, Addis, please don't say shit to me later.
Don't say shit to him later. Tell him bye.
Say bye, J-Mo.
Alright, goodbye, friends.
Yo.
What if you was on the mic with your boy and you heard that? I just want you to know right now, right? If that was ever one of my home, but I'm gonna roast your ass from here to Jerusalem, nigga. You will never hit the end of this. It could be 10 years. We could be on a PlayStation 12. I'm like, hey, bro, remember on the PS5 when your girl made you get off the game? Like, bruh. Nigga, I'm at your funeral talking about this.
Man, dude. It's funny that clip came up. It actually happened to me. And I mean, dude, this back in the day. They're back in the Sega Genesis days. So I would tell you, this is what happened. I had reconnected with a childhood honey of mine, which I knew I'd bump into her because her sister was with my uncle and they had a kid together. So we reconnected. She came over to the crib. How old was I? And I was about 18. So she come over. I'm playing the Genesis. You know, me, my brothers. And my boy called me. I'm on the phone with him. And she over there. And, you know, Uncle Pudge, this before he was an uncle. So he wasn't really, you know, picking up on the vibe. You know, I'm, kicking it with my people. So she grabbed the phone from me, jumped on and said, hey, look here. What's your name? And my boy, Delton. She said, well, hey, Delton. Well, he got some company, and he about to do something. He about to take care of this business. So, you know, he going to have to talk to you later. And then I was like, huh? And she say, hand me back the phone. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going to holler at you. And then she took my joy, gave it to my brothers, took me in my room. So, yeah, that actually happened to me. So I'll be kind of understanding. It's like, hey, man, you got your girl at the house? What you doing on the sticks? Don't handle that. You know, like, listen. But I probably clown them, though. Like, you
get roasted. We roasting your ass from here to Jerusalem.
Oh, yeah.
What a guy. I'm roasting you, bro.
Yeah,
do not have your girl hop on the mic. Listen, fellas, ladies, that is the most embarrassing thing a dude can do. You on the game, you clapping mad cheeks. I'm on a kill streak. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a leaderboard, and all of a sudden you hear this feminine voice to be like, hello, hey, he gotta go, y'all. Bruh, not you gotta go, nigga. What? Bruh, we was playing Warzone. I'm like, not you gotta go.
He was the subject of discussion. Man, his girl put him off the game. Man, that's crazy. As soon as he talked to his boy, man, is it okay? I don't want your girl to put you off now. You know,
as soon as he sent you an invite, I'm like, nigga, did you approve this with your girl?
Right. Like,
did you approve? The master know you on the game, nigga? Don't get the rest of us in trouble. But I had a similar situation like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was up, like, this back when like Black Ops 3 came out, nigga. We was up, right? And my girl came in there and was like, hey, we need to go to bed. And I'm like, what? Nah, this ain't you. She was like, no, you need to get off the game so your boy can get off the game. Because his girl called me talking about the only reason why he up is you. And I'm like, that's a damn lie, because the only reason I'm up is his ass. He told me, let's do one more. And I think we both like one more that motherfucker until like 1 o'clock in the morning. She coming there like, get off the game so he could go to bed. I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? But she said it. Like, I had my mic on mute because I'm better than that. But, man.
There's always the forever struggle. Yeah, girl versus game.
Definitely
that's the eternal battle.
That's it. So, hey, listen though. We all said we about to go out for the night. We all about damn near time tonight. You know. Hold on, we about to head out tonight. But before we go, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, follow the links right here. Right there. Follow them links. and you can catch me and Telly. We doing Saturday. Saturday. I'm gonna be on time, y'all. I'm gonna be woke.
Hope so.
I'm gonna wake up on time this time. You can catch us Saturday morning. Family barbecue, 9 a.m. Coach Ball, you invited too. If you can pull up Saturday morning, you not busy, you more than welcome to come through. You know what I'm saying? But listen,
And that's y'all talking sports on Saturdays, right?
no, that's Sunday. Sunday we talking sports. Saturday, I think we talking about. I think one of the things we talk about is the decline in the education because of the homeschooling. I think we talk about that Sunday. So come holler
But
at
if
us.
you want to come on Sunday, most
You
definitely.
more than welcome to, right? Because we got the Michigan and Michigan State game, and I believe Michigan finna just run up and down the field on these fools. To be honest,
Oh no, man!
You gotta check the history on that.
Big 10, baby. It's rough.
You gotta check the history.
Hopefully, it's better than the Texas Oklahoma game.
Yeah,
that was disappointing.
Y'all know every week I gotta drop y'all with a little bit of words of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And in the light of our latest PlayStation scandal, let me drop y'all fellas with a little bit of words of wisdom. Fellas, date night. If you take your girl out Friday night, you can play the game all day Saturday. All right? Take her out Friday night, right? No matches Friday night. Take her out Friday night. You can play the game Saturday. Because when college football go off, and plus you in the house, you right? You ain't doing nothing but talking to a bunch of niggas, right? She will let you play the game peacefully. So date night is very important, fellas. Make sure you spend that time with your lady because Call of Duty season is up. Football season is in the thick of it. Basketball season about to start. You know what I'm saying? It's cold outside, so she trying to get booed up. Listen,
what do you mean about to start? It started.
Well, whatever. It's basketball season started, right? So date night, Netflix and chill, fuzzy socks, do all that stuff Friday with your girl, so you can play the game Saturday night in peace, man. That's my time, man. Hey, we off next week.
I was about to ask you that.
We off next week, so we'll see y'all back in 2 more weeks. That's our time. Appreciate Mr. Maurice Ball for pulling up on us today, hanging out with us. Telly, we appreciate you coming. And
I'm always here. I'm the co-host.
I know. I just like to say that. Telly, that's my boy.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and we'll see y'all in 2 weeks, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
I ain't mad if they know. You know I ain't mad if you love it. Ain't nobody overtake this moment from me. So we go while I got it, the fuck it, it's all good.